What is happiness? Happiness is something we all run after and never get and never get satisfied with without it. Happiness is a place where if you find it, you really don't need anything else. They say money can't buy happiness, but I think it can help you get happiness if you're feeling lacking and if you don't have happiness. So it gives you this additional boost to be have something to talk about, to have something to brag about, to have something to make you feel lucky. And that's important by itself. Maybe if you are more of a guy who is more spiritual, or a guy who is more psychologically stable, or a guy who doesn't run after material because he has some mental stuff and his life is already interesting without money, then maybe money is not the answer. But money can definitely be the answer for people who are not that. And there are plenty of those people. Like most of the people, they are not 100% psychologically stable. They are not think in terms of spirituality. You don't go in the market and tell him, "Hey, get me these oranges, and I'll give you two spirituality coins." You give him actual money, and he gives you actual stuff. Thinking in this way means money is very important, but then can it buy happiness? Well, happiness is all that we run after. And money is a great, powerful tool that can get you stuff, that can fill your life with things. So you don't have to discuss the emptiness inside of you. It can definitely boost happiness, but most of the times it's a byproduct of happiness. If you're happy and if you are satisfied, and if you don't run after money because you feel fulfilled in other ways, money naturally comes to you. We usually think of these rich figures as people who are ruthless, who are not moralful, and who really have money because they don't need it or because they are just super lucky and super smart. And that's not the case. I think that, in my opinion, these people who gain money don't necessarily run after money in its own sake. They run after something else. And in the course of them getting this thing, they will become money. But if they start thinking so heavily about money, money doesn't come to them because it thinks that they are not worth the money. And they also think that they are not capable of getting the money because it's all they think about is money. They don't think about values. And if they don't think about values, they don't really take the risk. And if they don't take the risk, they don't have the money and they don't know how to evolve. And if they don't know how to evolve, people will start to think that we aren't giving them the money because they're running after the same thing. They're not really special on their own without their money. And therefore, it doesn't come to them because they haven't perfected any traits that can give them money and can get them money. And that's the thing that I want you to focus on. What's your special trait? Today, I want to look for you to look in the mirror and say, why are you special here? Now you can think, okay, so I'm not really special. Yeah, I'm really, a dull guy and I have no special superpowers and people are luckier than me and I want money to cover up for my deficiencies that I naturally have and I don't know how to break free out of my comfort zone and go crazy when I need to go crazy. And if it involves some creativity, I don't have any of that. So it'd be better get somebody else to do the job for you. And I would say, I am getting somebody else. I really am getting somebody else. I am getting you and only you. Well, and then you start swearing at me and say, leave me alone and kick me out of your room and start roaming around, just throwing weird words that I don't want to be called, but you say them anyways. And I say, okay, hey, listen, you want money, right? Yes. So you want happiness. And then you say, well, happiness is not attainable, and therefore I want money. Well, if you start with the happiness is not attainable clause, then that really defines you. You're not going to run after happiness because the world is naturally bad, and because the world is naturally bad, why have money at all? Why not just try to cover up for your deficiencies, gaining happiness by getting some money that will let people see you in a way that will make you happy and proud, even though deep inside you feel broken and dull. But what does it matter? If the money is there, then the money can cover up for me. So that doesn't create happiness per se. And I think it creates something that looks like happiness. So you don't want to become rich with a price. You just want to become rich for its own sake. And this will make you feel lucky. And this will make people look at you like you are the luckiest person on earth. And if people think this way, they must be right because they know everything. They even know how to make you happy. So if you have money, you can bring some people in the room and they will do some things that will definitely make you happy. But let me ask you this question. Are they going to be doing it because you're special? Or are they going to be doing it just to get some money out of you? It doesn't matter, you would tell me. It doesn't really matter whether I'm special or not. I'm never going to be special. Nobody is special. I'm not that egotistic. And I really need to feel lucky. And I need to feel that I'm worth my while. And I need to feel that I'm worth the world's while. And do you think it stops here? It never does. Nothing stops at any point in time. Life just goes on, just like a train. And if you're in front of the train, don't think the train is going to stop because it honors your existence. It's going to head right through in you and destroy whatever you thought was right. Because you headed for the wrong thing. You headed for something that is not right. And you didn't need to check it was right because if you were so sure that it's right. Because you needed simple answers and you needed happy conclusions. And whatever was in the middle was a meaningless story that you didn't think of as existing or worthy of recognition. So you pay a very heavy price for your choices. It's like the world is holding you accountable when the last thing you wanted was to be held accountable. You just wanted to have some fun, good time, and pretend you're living, pretend you're happy, and pretend everyone around you was happy and faking everything that was meaningful. If the universe is fair, this shouldn't happen. And it doesn't happen. Bingo! Maybe the universe is fair. Maybe what you dreamed was not right for the world, and therefore it didn't see the light of the day. So, end conclusion is happiness is in you, not anywhere else. And it doesn't cost you a lot of money. Seek that, and you will get money. Thank you.